Hello, hello, hey, sweet people. Welcome to another episode of Inglês no Rádio. My name is Foster. I'm an English teacher and a professional podcaster.
So proud.
And as always, I am here with
Alexia. Hi, Foster.
Alexia. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. What about you?
I'm doing great. If you have not listened to the most recent episodes, we are now recording from quite literally a professional podcasting studio, thanks to our beautiful co-working space. So,
Cru.
which is also called Cru Co-working here in Porto, Portugal. Yeah. So, it is meant to be. Era para ser.
Era para ser.
Yeah, that's a good phrase. It was meant to be.
It was meant to be. Just like you and me.
Okay, Alexia. So today we are continuing our conversation about the Olympics, more specifically about volleyball, and even more specifically than that, about the Brazilian men's volleyball team and how they have been doing so far, and just how invested you are in that journey.
Well, I have been trying to get even as invested as I am right now, but I have been failing on my end.
I'm pretty invested. I'm very interested. I know all the players. I really enjoy them. Alexia is looking at me like, no, you don't.
You don't.
Yes, I do. Lucarelli, Bruninho, Wallace, Leal, quem mais? Maurício. Quem que eu estou esquecendo? Lucão. Yeah. Okay. See, I know what I'm doing.
Maurício Souza, Alan, Fernando, and our coach, Renan.
Yeah. So you have a lot of superstars on the same team.
And Thales, the libero.
Yes.
Libero.
Yeah. I think that's how we say that in English. Okay, so in the last episode, we talked about volleyball more generally, why Alexia loves it as a sport. Today, we're focusing on Brazil, on the Brazilian team. First, we listed most of the players. Do you have, I know you love all of the players equally, but do you have a favorite?
Lucão.
And why do you like Lucão?
If you give the ball to Lucão, he will score. No matter what. He's 2'10" tall, 2 meters 10 tall. I mean, I don't even know how to put this inside this room. He's so tall.
Yeah.
He's big.
He's a monster.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when we are talking about height in English, in the United States, we use feet. So I say I'm 5'11" or 6 feet, depending on who you're talking to, which is, I think, 181 meters, 182 centimeters, sorry.
Are you, I have to be honest, are you that tall? Because I am 165. You don't have 181.
I think I do.
We'll check it out later.
I'm not a small guy.
No, but I think that I am so lost with like measurements that I have no idea.
The conversion is confusing. The point is, in English, we say I am, not I have.
Okay.
So this works with a lot of different things. Like we say, I am hungry, not I have hunger, right? So that's just one example, but you say I am 2 meters tall, or Lucão is 2'10", which is insane. He's quite literally a giant.
Monster block. Monster block is what they play when they block.
Yeah.
Monster block.
Okay, so you love Lucão.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
I love how Bruninho and Lucão play together. I think they were meant to be honest.
Yeah, I really like Bruno because he's
Bruninho.
Bruninho. It just seems like he has an understanding of what's happening that it just seems really beautiful. Like
He
even
can read the game pretty
exactly. And that takes not only like obviously he's physically amazing, but he has this like mental and emotional intelligence that I really appreciate. I mean, so much of sports and athletics in general is the mental side of it.
well. Yes, and we had to give him a lot of merit.
You can say merit.
Yeah, to be where he is right now, because for years, I think that from the beginning that he started to play in the Brazilian team, volleyball team, he had his dad as his coach. And we all know that Bernardinho was pretty hard on the players. Like, he was there to make them win. And having your dad to put that pressure on you, it's not cool. I mean, it must be so hard. It is cool to be achieving everything with your dad, but it can be pretty hard at the same time.
That's pretty amazing that he managed to. He seems like such a well adjusted, nice guy. If my dad was my sports coach for my entire life on the Olympic stage, I would definitely break down at some point. So, yes, we should give him merit. We can totally say that in English. That's perfect. It's very proper, very refined. Maybe a little bit more casually, I would say we should give him credit.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Okay, Alexia, tell me about their journey, the journey of the Brazilian men's volleyball team so far. Who have they played? I believe they are just entering the semifinals.
Oh my goodness.
So who have they played so far?
I hate when they start the mata-mata, the knockdown.
Knockout,
which is a knockdown as well.
So knockout is the elimination rounds.
Yeah, mata-mata.
Yeah. You're in or out. You win or lose.
Yeah. So before that, of course, they had to start playing and they had their groups, right? And the teams with the highest punctuation would pass to the mata-mata, the knockout phase, stage.
When you say punctuation, I believe you want to say ranking.
Não pode ser pontuação?
We would say points or ranking. So punctuation for us is
written one.
Yeah, it's grammatical. Like, do you put a comma after this? Yeah. Good guess, but we say ranking.
With the highest points or with the highest ranking?
Yeah, I think ranking is the easiest choice here.
Yes, and there was one match against Russia that it was the only one that Brazil lost. Like, they were invictus.
Undefeated.
Undefeated. Until then.
Mm-hmm.
And Russia was also undefeated.
Yeah, I think we should say, interesting point. Technically, they were not playing Russia, but the Russian Olympic Committee, ROC, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but they are Russians, right? I mean.
Yeah, but that is crazy that they were banned from this Olympic Games for doping. But they're still playing as the Russian Olympic Committee and still doing really well.
They are awesome. Russian athletes in general, they're so good.
Yeah.
They're so good. It's amazing.
I believe Russia invests a lot of money, like by the state. But yeah, a lot of a lot of kind of sticky territory around there. Okay, so they lost to Russia. Who else have they faced?
And then after this match, they all got together as a team and they talked about it because every single match was so hard to be playing and look like they were doing a huge effort, and they were, but like it was so hard to get a point, so hard. And then the next one was the United States.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, which was not good for them this year. Like they are out. They are back home.
The U.S. is out?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was born and raised in the United States, but when it comes to the Olympics, I'm pretty neutral.
Yeah. I mean, fun fact, I discovered all the United States volleyball athletes on TikTok, and they were showing all the rooms and their like day training things
behind the scenes.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. They're nice. They're pretty good, but it wasn't their time.
Okay, so Brazil beat the United States.
Yes. And then we went to France, which was the one that I almost died watching it.
That was an insane match.
Yeah.
I believe it went to 5 sets.
Yes, 5 sets is not that weird to happen. What was weird was the points inside of each set. So if I'm not mistaken, the second set was like 39 to 38.
Yeah. So from what I understand, Alexia is the expert, but in volleyball, you have sets within the match, right?
Yeah.
And you have to win 3 sets to win the match. And each set has 25 points.
You had to win with the difference of 2 points.
Right. So the first team to reach 25 points with the disclaimer that you have to win by 2. So if it's 24-24, then you start having the back and forth where you have to win by 2.
Yeah. And then it starts set point, match point, and I get extremely nervous about it.
Yeah. And that match was high pressure.
It was.
I was sweating.
It was. Every single moment of it. And I had to give it up to France because they played so well as well. I mean, it was amazing what they did. And another fun fact, Bernardinho will start coaching France when the Olympics are over.
Nice. So everyone is friendly. A beautiful phrase I think you can use for France is they played their hearts out.
Yeah.
So we say this a lot in sports. That's when you leave everything on the court or on the field. You give it your best effort. You played your heart out.
Yeah. Yeah. And then this morning here in Portugal, Brazil played against Japan, os donos da casa, and
the homeowners.
Yeah, we won, and we won 3-0, 3-0.
3-0.
Yeah. So it was good. I haven't watched the match yet, but I couldn't wait because I mean, é mata-mata. I can't.
So who do they play next?
We don't know because the next ones are during this afternoon. And we had to wait and see. And the next 2 games are Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I imagine Alexia will be watching the replay of last night's game tonight. Yeah.
And
we will keep you guys updated.
And just one thing, the girls are doing extremely well as well. They are on their next phase. I think they start mata-mata today. And let's hope for the best as well. They can do it.
Yeah, give it up to the girls as well, to all volleyball players around the world. We appreciate you. You are incredibly entertaining, incredibly talented.
Yeah.
And
Even your dad was amazed by it, right?
yeah, volleyball is such a cool sport because you don't really have to understand it, and it's still awesome just to watch.
Yeah.
Okay. With that said, as always, keep up the good fight.
Lose well. Bye.